Hello students, this is the second part of the first chapter, the living world of the class 11th biology. In this part, we'll discuss about the classification of the organism and the various aids by which we classify and identify the organisms. Now, classification is the process by which the organisms are grouped into convenient categories based on the similarities and dissimilarities of some observable characters is called the classification. So whenever we have the various types of organism around us, we have a curiosity about the studying and identification of these organisms. But all the organisms cannot be studied, cannot be identified at once. So we categorize these organisms into different groups based on certain characteristics which are maybe similar characteristics or dissimilar characteristics which can be seen easily or observed easily. So that process is called the classification. These groups or categories are termed as a taxa. For example, a weed is a taxa. The plant group is also called a taxa. So scientific term for each category is given as taxa, and the singular word is taxon. The taxonomy is the science of classification of organism. Systematic is a branch of biology which deals with the diversity of the organism and their relationship and their classification. Now we come to the next, that is the taxonomic categories. So when we group the organism when we classify the organism in different groups, these groups or categories are known as taxon. These groups or categories or taxon either in the animal group or plant group, we have the different categories or taxon like the kingdom, phylum, division, class, order, family, genus and species. These are the various categories. Some of the categories are very small, having the large number of characteristics common between the organism, and other are the large group with having the large number of organism but the characteristics with the less characteristics common between them. These have the particular sequence. So these categories can be remembered by a sentence: keep pot clean or family get sick. Here the keep word starts with the letter K, that denotes the kingdom, pot for the phylum, clean for the class or for the order, family for the family, get for the genus and sick for the species. Now we'll discuss about these categories separately. The first category is the species, a group of individuals having the similar characteristics and can interbreed among themselves to produce a fertile offspring is called a species. So whatever the organism are there put in this category, species category, all the organisms have maximum number of characteristics, common characteristics between them, and even though they have the common characteristics, another thing is necessary for them, that is they should interbreed among themselves to produce a fertile offspring. Then that particular group of the individual will be known as species. For example, Mangifera indica. Indica is a species. The another category is the genus. Now it comprises a group of the related species having the some common characteristics. Now in the species we have the maximum common characteristic, but when it comes to the genus level, the common characteristics get reduced and we have a less number of common characteristics. For example, the potato and brinjal, although they are the different plants, but their flower resemble in certain common characteristics, and that's why they have been given a common term called the genus, that is Solanum. The Solanum potato have the Solanum genus, while the brinjal also have the Solanum genus. Family is a group of related genera with the less common characteristics. Like the family Felidae includes the Panthera and Felis. These are two different genus, but they have certain common characteristics due to which they have been put in the one category called the family Felidae. Order is an assemblage of the families with the lesser common characteristics. So then in the case of the order, we find there are the different families which are having the less common characteristics. For example, the cat family and dog family. Cat family is a Felidae, while the dog family is a Canidae. They have been put in the same order, Carnivora, although we find there are much difference between the cat family and dog family if you look at them externally, but even then there is a common characteristic between these two families, that is they are carnivorous animals. That's why they have been put into one order called the Carnivora. Similarly, in the case of the plants, the family Solanaceae and Convolvulaceae have been put in the single order that called the Polemonials. Next category is the class. It includes the related orders with some common characteristics. Here the number of the common characteristics get reduced. Like in class Mammalia, we have the different orders, like Rodentia includes the rats, Carnivora like tiger and cat, order Chiroptera includes the bat, and the order primates. So here different orders are there, but they have certain common characteristics, and that's why they have been put in the same class, that is Mammalia. Phylum is the next higher category, which includes the classes with a few common characteristics. Like phylum Chordata includes the different classes like Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, and Mammalia. All these organisms been put into one single phylum, that is Chordata, due to the presence of the vertebral column in their body. Then the highest category is the kingdom. It is the highest category which includes many phyla or division. In the case of the plants, we use the term division, while in the case of the animals, we use the term phylum. All these categories are arranged in their hierarchical order, that is, smallest category is placed at the lowest level, like species, then the next higher level is genus, then family, then order, class, and phylum. When we want to identify and classify an organism, we use certain aids. There are certain things which help us to identify the organisms, and these are called the taxonomical aids. The first aid is the herbarium. These are the storehouse of the collected plants. So already if somebody has collected a plant and described it, That plant is preserved, dried and preserved at a place, and that place where the all plants are dried and collected is called the herbarium. These herbarium contain the descriptions of each plant which have been already described by someone. So its description gives a quick reference which help us to identify the plant. There are various herbaria all over the world. The largest one is at Cape Breton with us, which has a collection of around 6 million species. The New York Botanical Garden have the 5 million species collection, but the British Museum of Natural History have the 4 million species. Gilarium is a kind of herbarium where there is a collection of different types of wood is there. For example, in the FRA Dehradun, there is a separate herbarium group where we'll find the various types of the wood is there, which will help us to identify the type of the plants and the place where it grows. The next is botanical garden. They have the collection of the living plants. Plants are grown and for the identification purposes, plants are labeled with the name, family, etc. For example, Royal Botanical Garden at Kiev, England, Indian Botanical Garden at Howrah, and BRI at Lucknow. The roles of the botanical garden is that they have here the endangered species are grown. It keeps the total record of the flora, help in the research work, provide employment. It helps to develop the aesthetic value and create recreation. Museum are the other aids which also helped us to identify the organism. The museum have the collection of preserved plants and animals in jars, or they have been stuffed. If large animals are stuffed, insects are pinned, and while the animal skeletons are also kept in the museum. The function of the museum is it helps in education, it helps in the research work, while it also maintains a record. The zoological park are the places where the wild animals are kept in natural protected environment under the human care called the zoos. Zoological Garden at Alipur, Calcutta, Gandhi National Park at Gwalior, National Zoological Park at Mathura. The keys are the special devices or taxonomical aids which are very helpful for us to identification of the organism, in which the statements characters are written in the form of the statements, and these keys are thus analytical. Contrasting characters are written. It helps in assigning the taxonomical categories like family, genus, species, etc. Each statement of the key is called the lead. The monograph contains description of one species. Thank you.